Growing older is often described as a time of wisdom, freedom, and reflection. Yet, for many of us over 65, it can also bring unexpected challenges, especially when it comes to how others treat us. One of the most frustrating and hurtful experiences is encountering people who don't respect us simply because of our age. Whether it's a dismissive comment, being talked down to, or feeling invisible in social settings, these moments can sting deeply. But here's the truth. Your age does not diminish your worth, and you have every right to demand respect. The question is, how do you handle these situations with grace, confidence, and effectiveness? Let's explore some thoughtful and practical ways to navigate these encounters, ensuring that your voice is heard and your dignity remains intact. First, it's important to recognize that disrespect often stems from ignorance, not malice. Many people, especially younger generations, may not fully understand the richness of life experience that comes with age. They might unintentionally overlook your contributions or speak to you in a condescending tone simply because they haven't been taught to value older adults properly. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it does provide a starting point for addressing it. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, consider approaching the situation with patience and clarity. For example, if someone interrupts you or dismisses your opinion, calmly but firmly say something like, "I'd appreciate it if you let me finish my thought. I've lived through a lot, and my perspective might surprise you." This approach not only asserts your presence, but also invites them to see you as an equal. Another common scenario is being treated as if you're incapable of making decisions for yourself. Whether it's a family member making choices on your behalf without consulting you, or a healthcare professional speaking to your adult child instead of you, this kind of behavior can feel incredibly disempowering. In these moments, it's crucial to advocate for yourself. Politely but firmly redirect the conversation back to you. For instance, if a doctor starts addressing your child, you might say, "I'm the one receiving care, so I'd like to be included in this discussion." By asserting your autonomy, you remind others that you are still in charge of your life and decisions. Sometimes, disrespect comes in the form of subtle ageist remarks or jokes. These comments might be disguised as humor, but they can still leave you feeling undervalued. When faced with such remarks, it's okay to address them directly. You might respond with a light but pointed comment like, "I've earned every one of these gray hairs, and I'm proud of them." This not only shuts down the negativity, but also reinforces your self-respect. If the person persists, you can take a more serious tone and explain how their words make you feel. Often, people don't realize the impact of their words until it's brought to their attention. It's also worth considering the role of boundaries in maintaining respect. As we age, it's natural for relationships to shift, but that doesn't mean you have to tolerate behavior that makes you feel small or unimportant. Setting clear boundaries is a powerful way to protect your emotional well-being. For example, if a friend or family member consistently talks over you or dismisses your opinions, you might say, "I value our relationship, but I need you to respect my thoughts and feelings when we talk." By communicating your needs, you create a foundation for healthier interactions. Of course, handling disrespect isn't just about how you respond to others. It's also about how you see yourself. One of the most effective ways to combat ageism is by embracing your own worth and refusing to internalize negative stereotypes. Society often portrays aging as a decline, but the reality is far more nuanced. With age comes resilience, insight, and a unique perspective that only life experience can provide. When you fully believe in your own value, it becomes easier to stand up for yourself and demand the respect you deserve. Finally, remember that you're not alone in this. Many older adults face similar challenges, and there's strength in solidarity. Consider joining a community group or engaging in activities that connect you with peers who share your experiences. Not only can this provide emotional support, but it can also remind you that your feelings are valid and your voice matters. Together, you can share strategies, uplift one another, and challenge the stereotypes that diminish older adults. As we navigate the complexities of aging, it's essential to remember that respect is not something you earn. It's something you're inherently entitled to. By addressing disrespect with confidence, setting boundaries, and embracing your own worth, you can create a life where you feel valued and heard. This is your time to shine, and no one has a right to dim your light. Let's continue exploring how you can handle these situations with even more depth and insight in the next part. In the first part, we explore the importance of recognizing disrespect, setting boundaries, and embracing your self-worth as essential tools for handling people who don't respect you in older age. Now, let's delve deeper into practical strategies and mindset shifts that can empower you to navigate these situations with even greater confidence and effectiveness. After all, this stage of life is not just about enduring challenges. It's about thriving, asserting your presence, and ensuring that your golden years are filled with dignity and joy. One of the most powerful ways to handle disrespect is to cultivate a mindset of unshakable self-assurance. This doesn't mean you have to be confrontational or aggressive. Rather, it's about embodying a quiet confidence that commands respect. Think of it as standing tall in your truth, knowing that your life experiences have shaped you into someone who deserves to be heard and valued. When you carry yourself with this kind of assurance, others are more likely to take notice and adjust their behavior. For example, if someone speaks to you in a patronizing tone, maintaining steady eye contact and responding with calm authority can subtly shift the dynamic. You might say, "I appreciate your concern, but I'm fully capable of understanding this." This approach not only asserts your competence, but also sets a tone for how you expect to be treated. Another key strategy is to educate others about the value of older adults. Many people simply don't realize the depth of knowledge, resilience, and perspective that comes with age. By sharing your stories and insights, you can help break down stereotypes and foster a greater appreciation for older generations. For instance, if someone assumes you're out of touch with technology, you might respond by saying, "I've seen technology evolve over decades, and I've learned to adapt. In fact, I've found some creative ways to use it that might surprise you." This not only challenges their assumptions, but also highlights your adaptability and wisdom. It's also important to pick your battles wisely. Not every instance of disrespect requires a response. Sometimes, the best course of action is to let it go and focus your energy on people and activities that uplift you. However, when the situation calls for it, don't hesitate to speak up. The key is to respond in a way that aligns with your values and preserves your peace of mind. For example, if a family member consistently makes decisions without consulting you, you might choose to address it during a calm, private conversation rather than in the heat of the moment. This allows you to express your feelings clearly and constructively, increasing the likelihood of a positive outcome. Building a strong support network is another invaluable tool for handling disrespect. Surrounding yourself with people who respect and appreciate you can provide a buffer against negative interactions. This might include friends, family members, or even support groups for older adults. When you have a circle of people who value you, it becomes easier to brush off occasional disrespect from others. Additionally, these relationships can serve as a sounding board, helping you process your feelings and brainstorm solutions when challenges arise. Another often overlooked aspect of handling disrespect is the role of humor. Sometimes, a well-timed joke or lighthearted comment can defuse tension and shift the tone of a conversation. For instance, if someone makes an ageist remark, you might respond with a playful quip like, "I may be older, but I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve." This not only disarms the other person, but also reinforces your confidence and resilience. Of course, humor should be used thoughtfully and in situations where it feels appropriate. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but it can be a powerful tool in your arsenal. It's also worth considering the role of self-care in maintaining your emotional resilience. Dealing with disrespect can be draining, so it's important to prioritize activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or pursuing a hobby you love, these moments of self-care can help you recharge and approach challenges with a clearer, calmer mindset. When you feel grounded and centered, you're better equipped to handle difficult situations with grace and poise. Finally, remember that change often happens gradually. While it would be ideal for everyone to treat older adults with respect from the start, the reality is that shifting attitudes takes time. By consistently asserting your worth and modeling the behavior you wish to see, you're contributing to a broader cultural shift. Every time you stand up for yourself, you're not only advocating for your own dignity, but also paving the way for future generations of older adults to be treated with the respect they deserve. As we continue to explore this topic in the final part, We'll look at how to turn these strategies into lasting habits and how to create a life where respect is a given, not a struggle. This journey is about more than just handling disrespect. It's about reclaiming your power, celebrating your worth, and living your later years with the joy and dignity you've earned. Stay tuned for conclusion, where we'll tie everything together and leave you with actionable steps to create a life filled with respect and fulfillment. In the first two parts, we've explored the importance of recognizing disrespect, setting boundaries, and cultivating a mindset of confidence and self-worth. We've also discussed practical strategies like educating others, building a support network, and using humor to navigate challenging situations. Now, as we conclude, let's focus on turning these insights into lasting habits and creating a life where respect is not something you have to fight for, but something you naturally attract. This final part is about empowering you to live your later years with joy, dignity, and a deep sense of fulfillment. One of the most transformative steps you can take is to reframe how you view yourself and your place in the world. Society often sends a message that aging is a decline, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Aging is a privilege, and with it comes a wealth of experience, wisdom, and resilience that younger generations have yet to acquire. When you start to see yourself as a valuable contributor to your community, family, and society at large, others will begin to see you that way too. Take pride in your accomplishments, both big and small, and don't shy away from sharing your stories. Whether the lesson you've learned, a challenge you've overcome, or a skill you've mastered, your experiences have the power to inspire and educate others. Another key to creating a life filled with respect is to actively seek out environments and relationships that uplift you. This might mean spending more time with people who appreciate your wisdom and treat you as an equal, or it could involve joining groups or organizations that celebrate older adults. For example, many communities have senior centers, book clubs, or volunteer organizations where you can connect with like-minded individuals. These spaces not only provide a sense of belonging, but also reinforce your value and contributions. When you surround yourself with positivity, it becomes easier to brush off the occasional disrespect from others. It's also important to continue learning and growing, no matter your age. One of the most effective ways to challenge ageist stereotypes is to demonstrate that you're never too old to try something new. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or exploring a creative hobby, these activities not only enrich your life, but also show others that aging is not a barrier to growth and curiosity. When people see you embracing new challenges with enthusiasm, they're more likely to view you as vibrant and capable. Communication is another powerful tool for fostering respect. As we age, it's easy to fall into the trap of assuming that others know how we want to be treated. However, people aren't mind readers, and sometimes they need clear guidance. If you feel disrespected, don't be afraid to express your feelings in a calm and constructive way. For example, you might say, "When you speak to me in that tone, it makes me feel undervalued. I'd appreciate it if you could speak to me with the same respect you show anyone else." By articulating your needs, you give others the opportunity to adjust their behavior and deepen their understanding of you. Another aspect of creating a respectful environment is to lead by example. Treat others with the kindness and respect you wish to receive, and you'll often find that it comes back to you. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate mistreatment. Far from it. Rather, it's about modeling the behavior you want to see in the world. When you approach interactions with empathy and grace, you set a standard for how you expect to be treated. Over time, this can have a ripple effect, influencing the way others interact with you and with older adults in general. It's also worth considering the role of gratitude in fostering respect and fulfillment. While it's natural to focus on challenges of aging, taking time to appreciate the positives can shift your perspective and improve your overall well-being. Make it a habit to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether it's your health, your relationships, or the simple pleasures of daily life. When you cultivate a sense of gratitude, it becomes easier to approach challenges with resilience and optimism. This positive outlook can also influence how others perceive and treat you, as people are naturally drawn to those who radiate joy and contentment. Finally, remember that you have the power to redefine what it means to age. Instead of viewing the stage of life as a time of decline, see it as an opportunity to live authentically and unapologetically. Pursue the activities that bring you joy. Spend time with the people who lift you up, and don't be afraid to advocate for yourself when necessary. Your age is not a limitation. It's a testament to the life you've lived and the wisdom you've gained. By embracing this mindset, you can create a life where respect is a given, not a struggle. As we wrap up, let's revisit the key takeaways. Recognize your inherent worth, set clear boundaries, educate others about the value of older adults, and surround yourself with positivity. Cultivate confidence, communicate your needs, and lead by example. Most importantly, remember that you are not alone in this journey. There are countless others who share your experiences and are ready to support you. Together, we can challenge ageist stereotypes and create a world where older adults are celebrated for their contributions and treated with the respect they deserve. This is your time to shine. You've earned it. So go out there and live boldly, knowing that your voice matters, your experiences matter, and you matter. The world is better because you're in it, and it's time to make sure everyone knows it.